Welcome to Track Tested Motorsports. My name is Jag.
I'm Boris.
And if you're new to the channel, we're all about getting the everyday driver to the track, so please think about subscribing to support the channel. Now, Boris, I see this is an Alfa, maybe a Fiat, but first of all, did you bring your tools with you? Because it's been sitting here for 5 minutes and it's probably already broken down.
See, Jag, this is so typical. Do you think that Alfas are like Fiats? Well, they're not. That's why I wore my Ferrari shirt.
I mean, you know what Fiat stands for, right?
Yeah, the Fabbrica Italianski Automobile Torino.
No, it's Fix It Again, Tony.
No, that's what the Americans came up with back when Fiat did deserve that sort of a title.
I mean, that's the reputation that I know. That's why I've not even looked.
Jag, you weren't even around back then when Fiats were breaking.
Yeah, but the reputation still exists, right? It goes from one person to the other, and I've never even considered an Alfa.
All right, let me fix this once and for all.
Okay, let's fix it.
Now, the reason I wore my Ferrari shirt because I don't have my Alfa shirt anymore, even though at one time I did own an Alfa Spider.
Okay.
Dearly loved it. And the Alfa owners think of Alfas as their Ferraris. So Fiat's down here, Ferrari's there, and Alfas are like right there.
Okay.
And Alfa Romeo actually has a very rich history, very rich heritage, all the way from beginning of automobiles. Alfas are made in Milano, Fiats are made in Torino.
Oh, so this is an Italian car I can actually afford.
Different city. The quality's always been high. I never driven an Alfa that was boring. Even the basic Giuliettas are fun. They always have high levels of performance. Even this very base Giulia has double wishbone front suspension, multi-link rear suspension, Brembo brakes all the way around. I remember back in the 60s when Alfa came out with the twin cam engine, the 5-speed transmission, independent suspension, disc brakes. Everybody else was still doing drum brakes, you know, push rod engines, 4-speed transmissions. So they've always been on leading edge of technology. And even today, they're competing in Formula One. So Alfas are they're always cars that have emotion, you know, and the quality, you know, once you take a look at the quality of the leather, the feel of the controls, just the balance of the car, it's amazing they can even build it for $40-some thousand. Back in 2022 now, the median price for a car in the United States was $43,000. It was in the low 40s, and it's probably mid 40s now.
Yeah.
And so when you consider these cars are priced in that space, it's hard to ignore them. And I think Alfa's doing it because they want to get the attention of people, and hopefully that'll enable them to grow the dealer network, because I see that as the biggest weak link, you know, the lack of dealers. I'd love to have one, whether it be a sedan or the SUV, the Stelvio.
Yeah,
or the 4C, the mid-engine sports car.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
You mentioned double wishbone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Porsche didn't get that on their 911s until recently, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah, and in order to get the double wishbone front suspension on a 911, you have to get a GT3.
And here I can get it in a $40,000 or $45,000 Alfa. That's amazing.
Exactly.
And you also mentioned Brembo brakes, and you don't even see that in this class of vehicle either.
Yeah, try to find another car for 40 grand or mid 40s that'll give you fixed caliper brakes, period. Not mention the double wishbone suspension. And the amazing seats. And again, this is the base model.
Wow.
You know, 0 to 60, I think it's 5-point-some seconds, quarter mile around 13, top speed 149. All that out of a 4-cylinder, 2-liter engine. It is turbocharged and intercooled.
Yeah, and you know, I'm a BMW fan, especially the E46 generation, and even E90s are pretty good. But you know, as we get older, we get a bit bigger, and so do the cars that we remember. But this reminds me the compact nature of E46, E90 3 Series compared to what's out there now.
You're absolutely right, Jag. I would for BMW fans, I would tell them this is the Italian 3 Series. You know, it's compact dimensions, even the way it feels, you know, with rear-wheel drive. BMWs are, great cars. I'm a BMW fan, and this even the E46 styling, the smooth lines, the classic lines,
No, it looks amazing, and it stands out among the crowd, that's for sure.
especially these days.
Yeah. And
So I don't know what there's not to like. The styling, the performance, the interior is just incredible.
I mean, the leather is great. The flappy paddles are actually not plastic, which I was surprised at this price point. And then you got the dual sunroofs, right?
Yeah, standard equipment.
Yep.
And that leather dash, not too many cars offer that, even as an option.
Yeah.
Much less the standard. So I don't know. The more I talk about it, the more I want to have one.
Me too. And something I would definitely consider for a daily driver, not a track car, maybe the Quadrifoglio. But definitely on a daily driver, it stands out, looks amazing, has great performance numbers. If I buy one of these, I would definitely track it to see how it performs.
Of course. We're all about track tested motorsports, right?
With that, my name is Jag,
I'm Boris.
and we'll see you later.
Thank you for watching.